Good morning, Sierra. The time is 8:10 a.m.
Jimmy wallet, hand sanitizer, pepper spray, lip gloss. Good morning. I just got to my reformer Pilates studio and I'm very excited to go in. I had a frustrating morning. Granted, I feel annoyed today because Sunday morning I had all the off, but I was out with the and this was really stressed. I got my sister in the hallway, like my and she was down the hallway with her son who lives like in the bathroom. So she's just sitting outside my door at 7:40 in the morning and because why the fuck are we shouting at 7:40 in the morning? Yeah. And I like went to bed at like 1 a.m. so I'm just like tired. So I really look forward to this class, but let's go. Oh my god, that was really hard today, like really hard. Oh shit. Hi guys. I'm not okay right now. I'm not. I feel dissociative and heavy. I feel like I can't breathe fully. Like my chest isn't pulling enough air. And it doesn't help that like my sinuses are actually like dry. So I can't actually properly breathe through my nose anyways. I had intended to do like a sit down video and just kind of keep it on theme of like where I'm at in weight loss and where I'm at in my journey of healing and just like myself. But I had a spiral moment yesterday. Like after work, I just went down TikTok and yeah, I was just going through these like rabbit holes of spirals until like 1 in the morning last night, and waking up today, I'm struggling. I woke up in a way I do not enjoy waking up. Already just having my feelings and stuff, my emotions. I feel like I'm stuck in the past right now, like I'm triggered, or I'm like, yeah. And I just have like all these like emotions, and I wanted to come on and have it be a very reflective, grounded moment with you guys, but I just don't feel that right now. And I had intended of like getting up early and getting a latte because it's pumpkin spice season and I love pumpkin spice. I love September. I love fall. Don't really care for winter, but I love fall. I was up so late that I didn't end up going to my morning class for Pilates. So I rescheduled my Pilates and I'm supposed to be there in half an hour, but now I'm just like nervous and anxious. I'm like, oh my god, I don't even know if I can do the class. Like, what if I can't breathe in the class? What if I get dizzy? Like, all these things are just like happening right now. And it's just like this huge like storm of anxiety and feelings. And yeah, I guess that's one thing to share, is that I struggle a lot with who I am. I think going through this friendship breakup is just like so revealing of all the ways I dislike myself, and the ways that I don't accept myself, and the ways that I wish I were like other people or like someone else or the opposite of myself. And so like really coming face to face with that, of like accepting who I am, it's very difficult. And so that's also a layer of just like what I'm feeling today. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, I have so much anxiety. I hate it. And of course, like when I pull up, there's a fucking mailman right in the front of the building, so I can't, like, I don't feel comfortable like walking into the building with my camera like on me. Well, I just finished. That was definitely hard. That was really hard. Like, but I liked it.
but I have questions. Like, I cramp, like, immediately. Like, my hamstrings, like, my thighs. Even my foot was cramping. Good morning, everyone. I know this vlog is like all over the place. I'm getting ready for Pilates right now, but I'm gonna make a French roast, so I'm gonna be like in and out of the shot. I have my mic, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. It's the most perplexing thing. The most perplexing thing in life is a woman's weight. And what I mean by this, it is so strange how a woman's weight can be one thing one week and another thing the next. It's so crazy how a woman's weight, our weight just like fluctuates based off of like our cycles and hormones and things like that. For example, this t-shirt fit me so good like last week, and now I just feel like it's like squeezing me like skin tight. I also had a really bad allergy flare up yesterday, so I'm going through it. This is my French roast from Teecino. This is an herbal coffee, so it's strictly herbs that taste like coffee. This is legit. And this is my French press. Okay, so the ratio is 2 tablespoons for 3 cups. So that's 2. Oh my god, it smells like coffee. I'm so excited. A like hot cup of tea or like coffee is just like, that would hit the spot. Anyways, I gotta go to Pilates, so this is gonna sit for an hour and then we're gonna come back and get into it. Okay, I am back from Pilates. I put my hair into 2 buns because I don't want to do anything with it. Also, did I show off my new water bottle? I finally got an Awala off of Amazon, used. There's like a tiny little scuff, and it's pink, and I love it. And I love that there's like a loop to carry it. I wanted an Awala simply so that I can still like have a straw, so I can use the straw, or I can just like pour it into my mouth essentially, but still be able to like close it and like throw it in the car or throw it in my bed, versus like having the big like Stanley dupe ones, and it's got like the handle and there's only a straw, and like you have to like put it down on like a solid counter. This, like, for one, can just like carry it like this. I can just throw it in the bed, which is perfect because sometimes like when I'm journaling or I'm watching TV or eating snacks like in my bed, I just want my water next to me, and it can be with my new Awala. So I'm really enjoying this right now. So this is how dark our French roast got. Okay, so just showing it one more time. This is what I'm drinking. Teecino herbal coffee, completely made out of herbs, but tastes like coffee to me. You might think differently if you were like an avid, like everyday for life since you were 6-year-old coffee drinker. You might think different. As someone who doesn't have that kind of a relationship with coffee and you want coffee, this might help. If you're trying to get off of coffee or have less coffee, maybe have one of these instead of a second, third, or fourth coffee. But anyways, you don't have to put it in a French press like I am. It says you can do a drip coffee, you can do a filter cone, and you can put it in your espresso machine. You can also do it iced by letting this completely cool down and then putting it over ice. So I'm going to do my skinny syrup vanilla. It's bent like this because this is a plastic syrup and it sits next to the air fryer. So when anyone uses the air fryer, the hot like steam comes out and it's like warping this. I'm going to do this cup so you guys can see everything. What's my formula? I think I do like 1.5. I'll just do like, yeah, I guess that much to start. It smells like coffee to me. Okay, this looks like straight coffee. Okay. Very roasted. Do some chobani. It's good. The way this is so like good for the back of my throat right now because I'm having like a really bad like allergy sinus like flare right now. I needed this. Oh, I needed this. If not today, maybe tomorrow I'll try like an iced coffee drink. So the reason why I ordered this is because I want to try to have a little less sugar and caffeine during my day. I drink a lot of matcha, as we know, but I've gotten into the bad habit of having multiple matchas a day, or I'll have like matcha and like Monster energy drinks as like a caffeine sugar source just to like cope with my own stuff. These things are used as like vices, you know, like they're good to have in moderation, but if it's consumed as much as or worse than what I'm doing, then that's an issue for me. And so I still want like a pick me up drink or just like a creamy, icy drink at like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock after work, but maybe not another matcha that's full of like sugar and caffeine. Um, because my agave that I use, I do 2 tablespoons for every drink that I make, which is like 32 grams of sugar. How many carbs? 32 carbs, 32 grams of sugar. If I'm doing that twice a day, that's like 60, over 60 grams of carbs and sugar in just my agave syrup. That doesn't include the milk that I use, and that doesn't include anything else I drink throughout the day or anything else I eat. So it's just a lot of carbs, sugar, and caffeine, which is just not good for my anxiety, and sugar in just not good for my physical health. And the point is to one, lose weight and take care of ourselves, our body, our minds, our hearts, our spirits. So maybe I have my matcha like I do in the mornings. I usually have a matcha 10 a.m. Right after that, I don't have caffeine until 10. And then I want another like sweet, creamy drink at 4 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night. Maybe I do something like this. And it's still like a creamy, milky, you know, moment without all the caffeine and sugar. One last thing about Teecino, they don't just sell this in the grounded version, they sell this in tea bags. So you can just steep 1 bag or 2 bags and get 1 serving if you don't want like a full like batch. Also really nice. I would assume it's not as strong. I might have to do that in a video. Compare the two. I'm gonna play around here and do something I haven't done before. I've got some b-roll of a matcha latte I made, and I'm gonna just do a voiceover while we watch. I want to talk about my parts therapy. So I've been in therapy for about 1.5 years now, and I'd say maybe 3 months, maybe even 2 months into therapy, my therapist let me know that we were dealing with parts therapy, parts work, or IFS therapy, internal family system therapy. So what this means essentially is that you are made up of multiple parts. I have my 6-year-old part, I have my 15-year-old part, my 20-year-old part, I have my protector parts, which one I believe to be a firefighter and one I believe to be a manager, and I could have more parts that I am unaware of, and I could discover new ones as I continue to go on my journey. So if you noticed when I spoke about my parts, 3 of those parts had age numbers associated with them. Those 3 are considered to be my exiles, and I've known about those ones for about 1 year now. As for my protector parts, I've only known about them for the last 2 months, and let me tell you, it has been eye-fucking-opening. But before we talk about protector parts, I want to talk about my exiles and what exile parts are. So exiles are parts of you who essentially hold the woundedness. They carry a lot of hurt. They carry shame, fear, loneliness, abandonment, and they're usually tied to specific moments in your life or traumatic experiences. For myself, 15, 6 years old, and 20-year-old is where those wounds are carried. That's why I have parts that specifically sit within those ages. They represent something for me at those times in my life. I'd say all three of my exiles hold their own abandonment wounds. However, like my 15-year-old part, I feel like she holds a lot more loneliness, and my 20-year-old part holds more self-hatred. I'd say my 16-year-old part holds a lot of shame. So, what therapy has done for me the last year is shown me how to feel my feelings, like gotten me in tune with what these feelings feel like in my body. Because your feelings are not in your fucking head. You don't think your feelings, you feel them. Sorry, girly pop, that was a little bit aggressive. Anyways, I digress. So, my point was figuring out what my feelings were, where they are, how they feel, feeling them, processing them, and then going forward with, like, okay, I have them, and that's okay. They're not wrong. They're not right. I'm allowed to have them. I don't have to attach my feelings to shame or guilt or fear. I can just have them be what they are. And that goes a long, long way with compassion and your core self, which is a huge part of parts therapy or IFS therapy. So, what I've noticed with IFS therapy for myself the last year is going into therapy, having my feelings, whatever they were, finding out that a part of me, one of my exiles, was triggered, reminded of something that they experienced in their time. Those feelings come forward, they start showing up in things that are happening in my body physically, and then going into therapy and feeling it and then processing it and asking them what they need and taking action based off of that, and kind of just like re-updating them, as my therapist says, updating my parts to where we are right now. So there is still more to this. As I was explaining earlier, you have your exiles in your protector parts. Your protector parts are known as managers and firefighters, and I've only been aware of my protector parts for the last 2 months, had no clue they were a thing. And that has been a huge discovery for me, and it's a lot. Is what I will say. It has been a lot, and I will definitely continue to bring you guys along with me on my journey with therapy and just updating you guys about the IFS therapy. I want to help anyone who is struggling in any way, whether it's with anxiety or similar feelings as to what I feel, what my parts feel with shame and guilt and painful abandonment wounds. Yeah, so that's it for now. Thanks for watching.